now pulling it now to the other end, so that we are able to reach out to the other person who is behind, who you are not seeing. When you release your products online, or you become innovative. For example, you use the technology and release your product out there. Somebody is looking for that product. How will they know that you have it? When I said life ni kujituma na kujichocha, people want to, they are looking for something, and so you must put yourself out there. Let people know that you do it, or you offer the service or supply the goods, and to how you do it. So there's one thing, releasing the information, and then there's another thing, how, because there's a lot of other people who are offering the same service and selling the same goods, but they want to see what is the benefit of this vis-a-vis this company.
So innovation, creativity, you have to be creative, innovative. Wow. So let me ask you, because sometimes success stories are just told, they just look flowery. Have you ever failed, in all these ventures?
No, failure will always be there, but it depends with how you perceive it. We call it failing forward.
Failing forward.
Yeah. Wow. You fail and gather, there's something you learn from that. Making sure that if you fail, there's a lesson. So to me, I embrace failure. Actually, failing have really helped me, helped me improve. For example, in business, there's errors that I've made. For example, I used to wonder why people are very keen on checks. For example, doing business, you receive checks, and then you release all your products. And so I started that way. Niko na check sawa, ndio unataka nini na nini. But I realized I deposited checks severally, but they bounced. Then later on, you go look for this company, you realize that company doesn't exist. Unaona tu vitu zimeenda. Now from there, you fail, you make mistakes, but I've learned from those mistakes. I've learned from maybe contracting or employing the wrong people. Again, I learned from that. Actually, every person I've employed, I've learned a lot from them, and they help me even to prepare for even the next level. Also, when it comes to decision making, there are decisions you make and then you fail terribly. There's errors maybe in the relationship. You handle a certain client, then you do a mistake and you lose that client, and maybe the client was the backbone of your company. There's a way God releases things. There's what we call the 80-20%. You can have a client, two clients who are the backbone. Ukona clients wengi, but there are these two who with them your company in a run, in a flow. Then you mess up with such a relationship, you'll never forget. You'll never forget those mistakes.
So failure is there.
But failure will always be there.
The lesson is what you need to learn.
Yes, and any person have failed. Even the president, everyone, the directors, the governors, we see, the executives, those people, the personalities we admire, at some point they have failed. Not once, not twice. But what they do, you learn from their, you learn from your own mistakes, but also learn from other people's mistakes. There's a saying, one time President Kagame of Rwanda said something. There's a quote he said that only fools learn from their own mistakes. And he was looking at Kenya during post-election violence, what was happening around. And already we were supposed to have run with what had happened in Rwanda. So he was saying only fools learn from their own mistakes. We should have learned from them. So also you can learn from me. I can learn from you. You learn from other business people. That's why you need even mentors and role models, people you learn from. And once you learn the mistakes they did, definitely you learn even from their mistakes. You will not follow that path.
Wow. So mistakes are there as you dare. Just know there's going to be mistakes. And when they come, learn. And move on. Fail forward.
You fail forward.
Wow.
Unaanguka, unaamka ukisonga, not failing backwards.
You fail running. Now, in those opportunities, because you're in a marketplace, I think you're a good example. In those pictures, how do you align? Because you see, opportunities can come, and the way you go into them, you literally don't make it. Because, and this is a question I want to ask you: how do you align your values? Yes, this is an opportunity, but this is Steve, and Steve has values. Steve has this stand, and this opportunity looks like this. My stand and my values and these opportunities, there's seemingly gap. How do you how do you align values and opportunities?
Right. Thank you. In most cases, before people buy your services and products, they buy you, including even your books, including even your sermons, including your music. One, they will look at who is this person, the character, the integrity, and all that. So once they trust you, once they look at your value and what you're offering, now any other thing that relates to you, they will go for it.
Wow.
So you have to be very keen on your name and your brand. Even the Bible says about a good name is more desirable, gold and silver, to be esteemed. So as you step out there, you have to work on your brand. People will buy you. If you mess your brand, any other thing that relates to you will also be messed up. So you have to be a person of integrity and good character. And then now you look at the value, how you make people feel. Whatever you're offering out there, are you meeting their needs? Are you a solution to their problems? If you make them feel good, like I had this problem and it was met by this, and so they get value of your product and service, these same people, one, they are the one even who will market for you. You will not struggle even to get customers and clients. These are the people who will go out there, they will talk about your service and how you made them feel, they will recommend you, and they'll also come back. So you'll have repeat clients from them, and number two, you'll get referrals from them, and it becomes very easy. And I will encourage people out there, as you step in to do your, as a business owner, or you are doing some services out there, think about the value and relationships. Relationship.
Yeah. Wow, you brought this thing which we wanted to talk about. Opportunities. Somebody said your opportunities are equal to your relationships. Is it true?
Sure. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you talked about values, and let me give you a scenario.
Yeah.
And this is a person who talked and said, this is an opportunity I've been given.
All right.
But this opportunity looks like, because you mentioned integrity, this opportunity I've been given. I've been pursuing it.
Right.
I've wanted such an opportunity. Now it is on the table. But then it has conditions. My values don't accept with those conditions. Because, yes, I want the opportunities. Yes, I like it. I've looked for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Now it is on the table. And the conditions don't agree with my values.
Right.
Answer that one.
Two, number one, do not compromise.
I like that.
Do not compromise.
Yeah.
Be consistent. How I knew you yesterday, let me know you today. When I see how you do your things and I'm impressed by your services and goods, that is what will come to my mind. So as I talk about you, maybe in another forum, I'll tell them, this guy does this and this and this. If you're not consistent, at some point, there will be a disconnect.
There will be a disconnect.
Yeah,
The story ends like this.
Yeah.
This man wanted an opportunity to be a manager in a certain department of their company.
Yeah.
But then, one of the director was looking for a suitable guy to fill that position. Yes, people will apply, and internally, externally. So he crafted a plan. Because that specific department was where they were bleeding.
All right.
But they needed somebody. In fact, the owner said, I was not looking for qualifications. I was not looking for any paper.
Right.
I was looking for a person, just like you've said it. I was looking for a certain caliber of a person. And so what did he crafted a plan, because that's where all their goods came.
Right.
That's where they landed. And when they land there, they will get lost.
Yeah.
So they import like 1 million of this, but by the time they are being put into the system, they are 800. So where they go, nobody. So they crafted a plan. And they told this guy, you are good at clearing. Our goods are at the port. We want to declare less. Because now these guys are making too much tax out of us, so let's declare less. And so the guy did not know it was a plot.
All right.
And so he was being asked, and you're the guy to do that. You go and declare. And then he looked at the boss and said, as much as I would want, but I think I wouldn't declare. I wouldn't try. It would be wrong for us to do that because, first of all, my faith does not allow me. Number two, it will come back to us somewhere. I will keep losing things. So I will not just declare the truth, say the truth, so that we know what we have declared. Let's deal with things at our end. And they prevailed upon him and refused. Then later he was called to the boss's office, and he was told now. He thought he was being fired because of refusing to respect the boss's desire.
Right.
He said, no. We are employing you now. You are the manager in that seat because we have now found you are a man of integrity.
Right.
We are employing you on that.
Basis of integrity.
Yes, not your papers. Yes.
Right.
That's how he ascended into that position, and from that day the company stopped making the losses because he sealed the loopholes.
Right.
And so, like you say, people buy you. They don't buy what, you may have good papers.
Yeah.
You may have good papers. And that is key. As we continue to finish, because we have to finish,
Sure.
what is the place of skills
Okay.
in creating